The story of the Ice Age navigators is an unknown chapter in Eastern Native history, and it begins along the high sandy beach terraces of the ancient Champlain Sea.
For a couple of years in the mid-70s, I had a job working with the state of Vermont, documenting the collections that local farm owners and people had of Indian artifacts. In the course of meeting with many of these people, I was able to document a small number, around 30-ish, of classic Paleo-Indian fluted points. When I came to plot on the map where these points had been found, it turned out that a large number of them were found not on the riverbank or next to the pond or next to Lake Champlain, where many of the tools that people had were recovered, but were found, on the contrary, up in sandy blowouts in these beach-like expanses high up on the hillsides. Well, this sand pit may not look like much now, but 12,000 years ago, the cold Arctic waters of the Champlain Sea were lapping just a dozen meters, 50 feet from where we are now. And that was an ocean environment that was full of amazing animals. All the marine fauna that we associate with northern coast of Labrador and the Arctic regions today was a real cold water environment. The weight of the glacial ice that had covered New England had depressed the land so that there was an invasion of maritime ocean waters into the Champlain Valley. And the whole St. Lawrence estuary was a big arm, a big bay of the ocean. And it was like that for about 2,500, 2,800 years. And when we explored the location of where these materials had been recovered, it came as one of those sort of great inspirational moments that archaeologists have when you really open a whole new picture and thinking about the nature of the material that you're looking at. Prior to this time, if we go back to the 70s and the 60s, the evolving subsistence story for Paleo-Indian hunters was that these people went after big game animals, that they were hunting mammoths and mastodons. What was surprising about the discoveries that were coming from the Champlain Sea beaches in Vermont was it suddenly opened an alternative explanation. I felt very strongly that the Paleo-Indian material from Vermont certainly gave good evidence that you couldn't discredit the idea that the Paleo-Indians were possibly sea mammal hunters.